Hello everybody! Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I am going to be ranking Forsaken LMSs on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to be ranking these based on how good the song is and how rare they are to get. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and stuff. Anyways, let's go on and move on to the first LMS, Brave Soul. Okay, so a Brave Soul is actually not that bad for a default LMS, but I just heard it so many times. It starts to get really annoying hearing the same thing every single match. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give this a 2 out of 10. It's nothing against the song, it's just, I hear it so many times. Okay, so the next LMS is Plead, which only plays between Cool Kid and 007. And let me tell you, this song is a breath of fresh air after hearing a Grave Soul so many times. Now, the only unfortunate bit about this is that I don't get to hear it as often as I'd like, since, you know, it's an unspoken rule in the Forsaken community to never leave a survivalist for last, and 007 is a survivalist, and he's also the counter to Cool Kid in my opinion. But other than that, I am going to give this song an 8 out of 10. The next LMS is Creation of Hatred, which only plays between 1x, 1x, 1x1, and Shaletsky. There's just this sense of victory you get if you beat a 1x in LMS as Shaletsky that you don't get from any other LMS in the game, I feel. And also, because Creation of Hatred is a longer song, thus making LMS last a little bit longer, and thus making it a bit killer-sided. And I get to hear it kinda often, but not too often to the point where I get sick of it. So, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Close to Me is up next, and this song only plays between Annihilation John Doe and Friend Elliot. And if it's not already obvious, these two skins are an obvious reference to Just Shapes and Beats, which, Close to Me, is an actual song in that game. Now, this song would have been a lot higher, if not for the fact that nobody uses these two skins, like, at all. I've never once heard this song in game before, besides getting footage for this video. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give it a 6 out of 10. It's nothing against the song, I just don't get to hear it, like, at all. Up next is Through Patches of Violet. This LMS plays between Hacklord Shaletsky and Heartbroken Shaletsky, and these two skins are a reference to Limbus Company, which I have never played before. I mean, I have it on Steam, but I've just never played it. And the music is also from Limbus Company too. From Canto 6? I'm not really sure, that's just what I hear online. So, correct me down in the comments. And this song is actually really good. But when there's like a Hacklord Shaletsky user in my lobbies, there's always going to be someone that changes to Heartbroken Shaletsky. And then they just emote in the corner not doing nothing, just so they get to hear the LMS. Which that's gonna drag some points down for it. I mean, I know I never really said I was gonna dock points for that. But it happens so often, I might as well. And I get to hear this song most of the time whenever I play Hacklord Shaletsky. I mean, I don't play him as often as I used to, but I can still hear it pretty often, so I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Next up is For Old Time's Sake, which plays between Crazy Blocks 1x and Guide Shaletsky. And I don't get to hear the song often, like, at all. Most people don't even have the Crazy Block skin or Guide, and I'm one of those people that do not have Guide. That's why in the footage I'm playing as Crazy Blocks. Other than that, the song is really good. It's just, I don't get to hear it very often. I've only ever heard it once in game. But, besides it not playing often, the song is still really good. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 as well. Next is Butchered Vanity, And this skin and song is a reference to the Butchered Vanity video on YouTube featuring Yishi. Now, this song is really good, but it was kind of overrated back in the day of Old Forsaken, since everyone who played Jason ran this skin all the time. But other than that, it's still really good, but I'm gonna have to dock points for how often it was used. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give it a 5 out of 10. We have Compass up next, and this is another Limbus Company skin and song that's in Forsaken at the moment, and this song is really good. It's a shame I don't see a lot of people using this skin, because the skin itself and the song are both really, really good. So I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. Sorry for this one being kinda short, there's just not really that much to talk about. It's a good song and skin. Up next is Cupcakes. Now, this song is really unappreciated and underrated in my opinion, because nobody really uses Cupcakes, like, at all. And also, people put this song, like, really low on tier lists, which I think it's kinda undeserved, but then again, music is subjective, to each their own. But anyways, the song itself is basically Cupcake Cool Kids chase theme mixed with the lyrics of Ready to Die by Andrew WK. I'd recommend you guys go listen to it if it sounds interesting to you. But anyways, because not a whole lot of people run this skin and the people who do aren't really good, so we never really get to an LMS, I'm gonna give this song a 6 out of 10. Burnout is up next, and this LMS plays between Diva 1x1x1x1 and Ghoul 2 Time, which these two skins are most definitely based on the Vocaloids Hatsune Miku and Teto. Now, this song is good on its own without lyrics, but once it gets to the lyrics bit, then it just turns into a masterpiece of music. Really unfortunate that not a whole lot of people run these skins, because Diva 1x got all of her custom animations removed, like her intro and outro, and nobody uses Ghoul 2 Time like at all, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because her second life is kind of pay to lose, since it gives away your location and stuff. But other than that, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10, unfortunately, because nobody really runs it, so I don't get to hear it often. Next up on the chopping block, we got Deadringer. This LMS only plays between Guest 666 and Noob. Now, I really like this LMS, despite it being one of the newer ones and stuff, and a lot of people seem to really hate it for some reason. Now, this does have the same issue I had as Pleads, because nobody leaves a survivalist for last, especially a Noob. Noob is one of the big no-nos you never want to leave for last. And the music itself kind of gives off a sad and somber feeling to me, since these two used to be best friends until their confrontation on the beach, where Guest 666 actually got a bit physical and punched Noob, and they, ended the friendship right then and there. But other than that, I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. The next LMS is You and I. This one only plays between John Doe and Jane Doe, and it's actually the newest LMS added into the game. And despite it only being out for a couple of weeks, it has quickly become one of my favorites. Although I do have one problem with it, it's a little bit too long. It makes it really hard to survive in game, and you're not able to hear all of it. It's also just a really killer side of LMS, because a John Doe is obviously going to save a Jane Doe for last, because John Doe counters Jane Doe. It makes it impossible to win the LMS most of the time. I've only ever won 2 of them before. But despite all of its grievances, I am going to give it a 10 out of 10. The last LMS on the list is Perpetuity. Hope I pronounced that right. But this one is any Die of Death survivor versus a Die of Death killer. This one is a banger, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I especially like how towards the end it starts playing the one bounce theme. It's a bit unfortunate that we're not gonna get any more Die of Death skins because they canceled Flav and stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10. Well, that's gonna do it for today's video. This is my second day of editing this exact video and stuff, so I really hope you guys enjoyed it, even though it was like 10 minutes long. But anyways, I'll see you dudes on the flip side. Bye bye!